So yesterday, during the PlayStation 5 reveal, we got some more Call of Duty Black Ops information. There's going to be an alpha tomorrow for all PlayStation 4 owners. I'm definitely going to be streaming that. I don't know where. Probably over my Twitch, to be honest. So make sure you follow me over on Twitch, YellowFlash TWO. There's actually a link in the description if you want to come hang out. That would be cool. It'll probably be around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm thinking. That's what I'm going for. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. By the way, that pre-order for PS5 situation, what a disaster. I managed to get one at GameStop. Hopefully they don't close my store. I hear they're closing like 450 stores. It's almost like a gamble. It's a gamble if I'll get it or not. Who knows? But we'll see what happens. I'll keep an eye. I want to make sure I get my money. I hear it's a disaster. If you had a closed GameStop and you had pre-orders there, I hear you might be in some trouble. Like, people can't get their money. I don't know. That's a whole different video. But I just wanted to comment on the pre-orders because it was a complete disaster. But anyway, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. There's an article that I've been saving that I thought would make a good video, and I thought now's the time to talk about it because, well, this game is relevant right now, and it's also relevant in the fact that you should never bend the knee and try to appease Twitter woke Puritan weirdos, because no matter what you do, it's never going to make them quite happy enough. They're never going to be happy. They're never going to be good. They're never going to say, oh, well, thanks for trying, man. I appreciate that you thought of me. No, instead, they're going to flip out, say it's never enough. There's the old expression with these people, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile, because it happens every single time. That's why it's just never worth trying to make them happy. What you should do, if you work in entertainment, is you should always just try to ignore them. That's what you should do. You should ignore them. But they don't do it. So I want to show you guys this example here, coming from Screen Rant, everyone's favorite garbage website that pretends it does real news, but is really just pure trash. So they put this out. Call of Duty Cold War's treatment of gender is a big problem. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War has 3 gender options to choose from, but its approach to non-binary characters is problematic at best. So, if you don't know, they actually tried to do some things to make the NPC Puritan crowd happy. They wanted to put a smile on their face, as the Joker would say, and it failed miserably. So, one of the things they did was, when it comes to just male or female options, you now have the option to pick classified. That's right. You can just say classified instead of giving your appropriate response, which is what, 65,000 version? All right. So what is it officially? Like 65 or something? 65 options that you can pick for that now. So that's what they're mad about, is the fact that you can just put classified, because instead of having 65 different versions to pick from, they're just going to give you that one. I honestly think that kind of works. I really don't see the problem. It's like, okay, well, I don't want to go with one or the other. I'll just pick this one. It's supposed to be all-inclusive, but Screen Rant says it's, of course, anything but. So we're going to skip ahead a little bit. We're going to go to the hot takes that Screen Rant has on this purely terrible move by Activision. Terrible move. I can't believe they did these things. They tried to make people happy, and it wasn't good enough. I expect nothing less from Screen Rant. A truly trash heap of a news outlet. They try to do news, but they end up just reporting trash most of the time. So one thing I'll say before we get going is nothing that they did with this stuff was to truly make anybody's lives better. They did it to silence people from being outraged. And the one thing that always happens when you try to do that is you end up making more outrage, because these people are never truly happy with anything. Because I don't think they're really offended by anything. I think that they just want to be offended by stuff. And they look for something to get mad about, and sure enough, you have this Call of Duty thing here, and it's never going to be good enough. I got a video tomorrow on a similar subject that'll be fun to go through. So let's just go down here. So basically, like I said, you have male, female, classified. Those are your options. They call it ham-fisted at best. and they were trying to make progressive moves, but all it does is delegitimize the struggle. So here's the hot take that I thought was kind of funny. They go on to say that the team took the same approach with gender. When it comes to gender, the same thing was thrown out. Why can't we leave that as classified? There's no reason we can't do that. This makes it seems like the classified option was more of an afterthought, and there's no reason Cold War couldn't simply have had a non-binary option. It's not an effort to be truly inclusive, but more of an effort to check off a box. So what do you want them to do? Be passionate about that, or do you want them to give you what they want? It's so strange. Like, oh, they need to be passionate about making this option for literally giving you what you want. I mean, if anything, the classified option, in my opinion, gives you all of the identities. Like, okay, well, I can be this one or that one. And then what's even funnier is they go to complain about the story again. Now, I've already done a video on that, and so have a bunch of other people, because they're mad about the Cold War stuff and how it talks about communism and like kind of makes it look bad, because it is. It's not good. But this game literally tells you it's bad, and that seems to have, of course, the woke side of Twitter very upset, because they don't want anybody to give their hopeful future political party in the West any kind of bad press. But here they make fun of the fact that, well, they don't make fun. I'm making fun of the fact that they're serious about this, but because Ronald Reagan is the president in the game, they're mad because playing as a classified non-binary character is going to be weird because of Reagan's policies. So now in a historical setting, we need to change the history, which is, of course, what they want to do. They've already been trying to do that with all the statues being torn down and stuff. It's only a matter of time till we even say the founding fathers need to be wiped out of history. It's all, I don't want to get too far into this. But anyway, this was another really funny thing that they did here. Like, seriously. So how does it go from talking about the 3 options for the character's gender to Ronald Reagan? It's just a really strange take that I got a real kick out of. But it just shows you the nonsense that developers have to deal with. People in the industry of like making movies and anything have to deal with. You have to deal with this stuff, because if you don't give them what they want correctly, you're going to get a piece like this written. Now, I just wish that all these companies would realize Screen Rant really has no power, right? We're all laughing at it right now, but these developers, they still think that these legacy media outlets have massive amounts of power, and if they don't make these people happy in every way possible, they'll get canceled. Now, in my opinion, I think having that classified option is fine. I don't see the problem here, but like I said, it's never good enough. Anyway, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'd like to hear from you in the comments. Share the video if you can do anything. If you want to do anything to help me out, sharing the video, liking the video, and leaving comments really do help. Sharing especially helps a lot, more than you know. Also, if you could make sure you're still subscribed and hit that notification bell, that would also be appreciated. Anyway, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.